Wanna know the setup for crafting powerful march? Let's dive in the Legion setup for victory. And this is going to be something that I personally use, and this is my orientation in general in Age of Empire Mobile, how I'm deciding to actually go and do my setups and what I'm going to use. And the first point is, of course, choosing the right troop that is going to support you in this adventure. You cannot craft perfect march if you don't focus over the right troop. If you're not aware, you definitely have to keep in mind which troop you want to go for. Since in the university, well, let's say the researches cost a lot of time, and you're going to see what I'm actually doing. I'm just going to give you a couple ways what I'm doing. Here is Swordsman. Since these researches don't cost much time, I can do it instantly. But in future, I'm going to focus over the swordsman in general. Right now, I'm opening the veterans just to expand the time of training to be 10 hours. So I'm going to cover when I go to work and I'm not able to play the game. So the troops continue training and I don't lose any kind of time. This is maybe little tip I can actually give you, but choosing the right troop is with crucial importance in Age of Empire Mobile, and you're already provided with couple heroes if you're a spender that you can pick. This is Muan, Leonidas, and Miyamoto. Rest of the heroes is going to come from the Waki Spin or Legendary Advent. So from there, of course, there is going to be new heroes present in the game, but I think the heroes that are with money, like in every game, have one advantage over rest of the heroes that is going to come for the free-to-play players, even in this summoning hero recruitment, where you can either get lucky or not get lucky. Still, I think Josephine is pretty decent hero in general. Now, the next point I want to talk about is going to be the march side and composition, how the numbers and um, and composition actually affect the outcome. Now, in fights, especially the open field, the open field fights is basically half of the victory. And I'm going to explain why. When you go outside and you fight, you're going to actually put enemy troops in hospital. There's going to be some deaths and so on. But this is actually the way how you feel enemy hospital. So the moment you start to rally the flag, for example, where is our flag, by the way? The moment you start rally the flag is going to be the moment where, oh, there, for example, this alliance flag is going to be the moment where if you feel the enemy hospital, they're not going to have that much to reinforce the flag. So I think this is one of the things about the march size and composition. The other thing I want to talk is how to counter enemy armies. The troop configuration work the best against certain enemies, and the point is here is I think most of the people are familiar that, for example, for the troops, marksman beat infantry, infantry beat pikemen, pikemen beat cavalry, cavalry beat marksman. So this is how the things are working. I think people clearly can see what troop are what. So I'm going to just put out one legion. This is a cavalry. You're going to see the cavalry how they look like, and I think more people should actually start be familiar. This is going to be the swordsman. You definitely see, um, even though the hero actually talk about what, if you're familiar with the heroes, it talk about what kind of type of troops are there. If the person know what he's doing, because people can actually put Miyamoto in front of the cavalry heroes, which he's a swordsman. But in general, no, come back here. I guess. Okay. Yeah, we're going to recall it. But you're going to see the swordsman and the cavalry are looking different in point of the battlefield. So you can actually see which with which legion to attack what kind of troop. About the boost of the troops, I think everybody should be familiar about the buffs that the heroes can give you. And we're talking about the military speciality. We're talking about the speciality by default, that swordsman. So you have to have a legion with 3 heroes that is warriors with strange in numbers. Open it. Also the gear is also important part from everything. Currently, this chest is giving my swordsman defense bonus up, which is 4.18%. This thing can actually get boosted when I start up this gear, and this can be done by having more of this chest in my inventory. And you're going to open swordsman health bonus up. So the gear is also with crucial importance, but the main stats, the main boost, is going to actually come from your 3 heroes that are connected together by the speciality and military speciality. This is the other thing I want to talk is also the countering the enemy. I think I already spoke about that you counter your enemy by just on the field. Even though when there is a huge mass fight, it's extremely hard for you to actually see what troop is what. You can only see the heroes, and you just have to know which hero is for what, so you can have some educated guessing what kind of troop is going to be there, so you can send something like a counter troop in this direction. About the troops buffs and boosts, we already talked about the gear. Now there is also this ring that you can actually grind for. It's really slow to actually get these rings. I think this is not in this event. I think it was something like fine cut. Yeah, every day you get one free of this thing. You can get fine gold or dusts, and you can actually buy some of the rings that are presented. Oh my god. And this is, for example, you need 4k for this one. I have like 1k. The way I go for it, and for the way I do it, is just going over my VIP shop, a VIP store. I don't remember which level need, but I buy all of these hammers because those rings is going to be hard grinding. Not gonna lie, it's going to be very slow to get it, and some of them are extremely good, to be honest. It's like a second skill. You have a second skill. If I pick this one, for example, it's like inflict the burn effect on the enemy troop every 9 seconds, dealing strategy damage every second, and blah blah blah. Silence effect, unable to activate commander skill and active skill. It's just some of the rings are crazy. Some of the rings are crazy, and your hero already have like 4 skills, and this is 5 skills. So if you fight with 3 heroes, that have rings, it's just crazy. I think, yeah, this is one of the things that people should focus, but it's so slow to gather this thing. Now about the synergy with the troops, we already talked about this, by getting the right heroes for the right troops, and so on. Now for defense march-up, something that I notice and a lot of people are doing. Let me just send my Miyamoto to gather some of these things here. But so far, I think the pikemen is the best one for this job. They're not like swordsmen having the biggest defense in Age of Empire Mobile, but pikemen is one idea with more attack and in the same time less defense for the swordsman. And for example, Leonidas with his counter attack hitting 3 legions, this is very good one. And you can combine him for defense with, for example, Barbossa, Frederick Barbossa. This bad boy have recovery, have a defense, is a pikeman, is a also military speciality warrior. I think something very good can be done with these 2 heroes. Just, setup that come to my mind at the moment. About march timing and coordination, something extremely important in wars. no matter how strong you are, I want to mention that it didn't actually matter how strong you are. If you're fighting alone, you're going to lose. Period. You're just going to lose. And that's why the alliances are with huge importance in Age of Empire Mobile. The Discord calls, the voice chat, basically everything there is important for you as a player to be able to defeat the enemy. It can be for flag, for territory, for city, for whatever. You just need this good coordination that your alliance can actually provide you on different ways. It can be just writing in the chat, it can be in the voice in the Discord, and blah blah blah. I think, yeah, these days people are start getting more try hard, if I can say it like this, and some alliances even request you to be in the voice chat. I mean, you can not even talk about the fight, but in general, to be there to listen, something like this. Scouting is also a good strategy that you can use for your army power. In general, the more strong the more strong army you have, this is the way to go. But sometimes by scouting the enemy, you can see that maybe he's way more higher tier, or he have pretty decent heroes, and so on. Depending what information you actually get, you can base it on your experience, get a decision should I actually attack this guy, because even if you have your best legion, there is still chance you actually lose there. So yeah, scouting the enemy is also something very important. And finally, it's about how good you are in adjusting in different situations. For example, the enemy is pushing that hard, and you see that they're basically 2 times more from your alliance. In case like this, is just going to be pointless to send your legion. Better just rethink and see what the officers is going to say. But yeah, use every advantage. Use every advantage you can get in point of numbers, in point of territory, in point of everything, to get just better results and better traits in general. So this is some extra tips. Also, best march configuration that I'm also thinking. I'm thinking also to have one booster in your. For example, you have one very good commander with very good commander skill, because you're going to execute only this commander skill. And rest of the heroes, the other two should be one good booster, and the third one can be some defense or offense booster, depending what type of purpose your legion that you're building right now is going to do. It's going to be aggressive one or defensive one. So I guess this will for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you do, like, subscribe. See you in the next video.